What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel, The Unpopular Party, hosted by me, Party Next Door. This is another one of my impromptu videos, but I feel like my impromptu videos are the videos low-key have been doing great when I just talk off the dome. And that is exactly what I'm doing today. In today's topic, we're talking about this Sukihana situation. Now, what prompted me to really talk about this is the fact that I did a video on my TikTok page. And if you want to follow me on TikTok and see that video, you can do that at PartyNextDoor_. I talked about that Sukihana situation on my TikTok page, and I worded it to the best of my ability. I worded it, not bashing anybody, making common sense, and yet it's still people who gets upset in their chest and their feelings about anybody that has any type of opposing opinion. So today I'm going to just dive deep about it freely on a platform where I have unlimited amount of time. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to this channel, and let's just get straight into my thoughts.
I thought I knew you.
So if you don't know what's going on, let me break it down for you. Sukihana was involved in two situations this prior week where she was shown in uncomfortable settings. The first situation I saw is when she went on Candy Pie, because Candy Birds from Real Housewives of Atlanta. And the dude who was on Candy Pie, I believe his name is DJ Anon or something like that, he was talking like real vulgar to Suki. As you can see in the video, she's clearly uncomfortable and she's clearly just maybe not attracted to him.
I can't even turn up because he's been waiting at the door for me.
Hey, how about
You was not acting like that out there.
I mean, we on now. Pussy spitting. I know it do. I watched you walk in this.
So you can tell by my walk?
I can tell by your walk that pussy. I want to put my face in pussy. You say Suki with the good coochie, you know what I'm saying? You talking about how good that motherfucker smell and all that?
So you want to put your...
Yeah, I need a motherfucker scratch and sniff about that motherfucker.
Scratch and sniff? It's not that aggressive.
She love that shit. Look at her. She like that old shit. You love that.
No, I mean after like during sex maybe, but that not right now.
Nah, all that you talk. That, you done mentioned Max. I'm here. What's up?
In that same interview, they got on the topic of like, downstairs size. And she was saying stuff was considered big. All of a sudden, he pulls out a picture of his and proceeds to show that to her and be like, what you think?
I don't know. I just want to show Suki my pictures. Let her judge.
Yeah.
I'll judge. She said she'll judge. Okay. Tickled and be stabbed. No, seriously, because some people got all that, they just be damn stabbing the hell out your ass and it's not really... always pleasant.
No, but you supposed
to throw down.
Yeah, I do the singing.
Yeah.
Now, clearly, as you can see, the girl is uncomfortable. The girl is just like, it's one of those things like, read the room. She just don't want you. Another situation that I saw was the YK Osiris situation. I don't know where Suki was at, but YK Osiris decided to come from behind and massage this girl on her back, and then grab her neck and plant a kiss on her.
I want. Tattoo. It's the tattoo. I know I done seen some rip right there before.
Oh my God. Oh my.
Oh, two already.
And that was just nasty and unwarranted. No matter how sexual she may present herself out there, you don't just walk up on nobody and just put a kiss on them. That's disgusting, that's nasty, that's assault, harassment. That will make anybody feel uncomfortable. So all this leaded to Suki deleting her Twitter, but right before she deleted her Twitter, she put things like, I am hurt and I'm scared to stand up for myself. I drink the high that I'm very sensitive. I feel things more than the average person. I stopped drinking yesterday, but today I've been crying all day. I asked God to strengthen me and use me to help others and order my steps in His word. I just want to go away for a while. Now, let me just say this. Like I said, when it comes to that YK Osiris situation, he is completely wrong for that. It's no think piece or like, well, no, I don't care if she was out there naked in a thong and a whatever. Nothing warrants you to put your mouth on me without consent. Now, he did apologize today. He's put on Instagram, he said, I want to publicly offer my sincerest apology to Sukihana. In an attempt to be playful, I misread the moment and violate Sukihana's boundaries. I understand the importance of consent and I'm embarrassed by my behavior. I take full responsibility and have made multiple attempts to apologize. I have the utmost admiration for Sukihana and it was never my intentions to disrespect her. But I want to have an honest conversation with this whole Sukihana situation. And just follow me for what I'm about to say. Just follow me. Putting this YK Osiris situation aside, like I said, he is wrong. When it comes to this interview standpoint and on Candy talk show, in which it was a sex talk show, you have to be careful of the image you put out there because that's all people are gonna remember you for. That energy that you put out there can come right back on you. And I say that because I've seen multiple Sukihana interviews, and in every interview that I've seen, she's always been the more sexual, vulgar, aggressive one.
I feel like I'm Young Miami. I love when
It's on me. First of all, I come from a long line of tricks and hoes. Yes, what's the eyebrow thing? I come from a long line of hoes. I'm not the first one, maybe in this generation, but it go all the way back to slavery time. A long line of
Producers like, that's different about her.
Girl, because I'm Suki with a good coochie. I'm thick and fine. I'm short like a leprechaun and I need some gold. That would make me different.
Get my life in balance. So I started with a new balance for the new year.
I got some pH balance for your ass.
Started now.
Now, granted, she always been on interview with guys. Every time I see her on the interview, she's giving out that same energy of DJ alone. And granted, I could give you the argument of consent because that's the underlying thing with all of this. I can talk as freaky or as sexual I want to. I'm not talking to everybody. You have to have consent to that. But I feel like if I give you the argument of consent, we're gonna go inwards and go backwards and look at some stuff that Suki has done and been like, well, you kinda gotta hold her accountable for some things as well. And I'm not saying being sexual mean that men need to just show you they pics and stuff like that. I'm saying if you're going around perpetrating that image on every interview that you go on, you can't be surprised when that energy is thrown back on you. Those guys that she was interviewing with, did they feel comfortable? They may or may not. You can't pick and choose when you want to be uncomfortable. That's just how I feel. With that YK Cyrus situation, like before or after that event backstage, her and Lil Duval, they was going back and forth.
I don't want to know what I don't like.
Yes, you is.
I don't want to know. No, I don't.
Yes, you is.
I don't have police on here. You trying to take me out. Shit. I don't drink.
Oh, you don't?
No, I smoke. You say, so y'all ain't been eating ass? No. You coming to Duval day, and you ain't eating my ass. You ain't eating my ass. July 1st. You is not eating my ass. I do not like it. I don't want to know. I'm not getting my ass licked. No.
I'm gonna give you another situation. Do y'all remember a couple months ago when Drewski and Sukihana was on stage for something like that? Suki been promoting that song Eating. And which, you know, the song is cute. I be bumping it, but she was on stage promoting the song Eating. And she went and she attempted to try to eat Drewski behind.
He just ate my ass, he wanna switch. Now I'm eating his ass. We be eating niggas' ass.
Stop fucking. You ain't finna eat my ass, though. I don't give a fuck.
Now, honestly, in this situation, you know, we could tell in all fairness, it's just a joke. They was just having fun. But had the roles been reversed and Drewski was a woman and, you know, Suki was the man and he you know, motorboated Drewski, it would be a problem. Like, I see everybody saying, like, oh, it's just a joke and, you know, that's just Suki. And which, granted, that couldn't be true. And Drewski, you know, I'm pretty sure he's a fair sport. He don't care. But also in the same breath, Drewski don't want his butt ate. He don't want to be, you know, touched. What if that made him uncomfortable? Then what? But nobody batted an eye. Nobody said anything. Held her accountable. Nobody made all these think pieces. They was just laughing. Oh, that's just Suki. That's my sis. Okay, friend. If I'm going to give you that argument of consent, it has to be even on all ends. Another situation. Long time ago when she was just getting popping and she was twerking on that 10-year-old boy. Still to this day, when this conversation is being brought up, literally on my TikTok page as we speak. Someone said, well, where was the boy parents? I'm sure they didn't care. Had the roles been reversed and Suki was a boy and that was a little girl, it would have been chaos. I feel like a lot of this is selective outrage. Like, I don't feel like people should just treat her any type of way. But even with DJ alone, afterwards they was still posted up, talking freaky and sexual to each other.
The baby too.
Yeah. I hope their feet ain't dirty. But yeah, rub that baby towel. Because that corn is really fucking me up right now. And they had put me in a size 6. If you was a real man, you would give me a whole bunch of shoes that's in a size 37.
How deep is your throat?
It's as long as your tongue is, so whatever that is.
Long enough to get it done.
Okay, so you say you gonna give me my shoes and stuff.
I'm gonna get the shoes.
You ain't even rubbing my toes.
I am rubbing this ragged ass foot.
Did you say you was gonna get crab legs and stuff?
Crab legs, right?
You lying.
I am gonna get you crab legs.
As long as you give me some crab legs, I'll be your friend.
That's why a lot of times when I be doing these recaps and I just be doing this stuff, like I be telling y'all, like, don't really just attach yourself to these celebrities as much because they don't really got it like that or got remorse and tax like you think they do for real. Because I said it before, Sukihana is not like that. Like, Sukihana is really not that sexual of a girl. Sukihana is playing a character. The reason why I know she's playing a character and the reason why I know for a fact she really don't want to live this lifestyle like that for real is because she made a video a long time ago before she went sexual saying how she sold her soul and she can't get it back. She signed a contract. She can't get out.
To tell y'all I apologize and I'm sorry for what I'm about to say, but as far as this music stuff, I won't be doing this music stuff anymore. I started this because this was my dream, and you know, I wanted to make sure I could get me and my kids out the hood. It's always been my passion to rap. A while ago, I had signed a contract and I didn't know nothing about the business or this game out here. And just right now, I'm realizing that I signed my soul. I sold my soul to the devil. I signed myself to the devil. I don't even own myself no more. I sold my soul to the motherfucking devil, and I done prayed. I prayed and I prayed and I prayed. You know, and it's just like, I don't know if God can get me out of this, you know, and it's just like to the point where I don't even know, like, I can't. I just want to say I'm sorry to my fans. I know y'all love me. I know y'all believe in me, but I can't. I didn't know what I was doing back then, and I lost passion. I don't even believe that. I don't even believe in myself no more because of what I did. I did not know the game was like this. And I'm just ready to go back to school. I'm just ready to move away and go to school.
So to the core, she probably really not Suki with the good coochie. She's probably forced to play within this character because, like, once you sign that contract, and you can take that as esoterical as you want to, but once you sign that contract to the record label and you don't have no rights and they own you, that's a wrap. So if they told her tomorrow, you gotta go be spiritual, that's what you gotta do because you don't own the rights to your name. But she's probably not that, so I always said, like, she's not that sexual of a person, and she's probably living within a character that she's forced to play. Now, I feel like I can distinguish between the character. Like, I could listen to the song Eden and just take it for what it is, a grain of salt, just be like, okay, okay. But it's a lot of people and a lot of impressionable people that listen and they think like, they live in this way for real. In order to achieve a higher status, I have to live this way too. Especially young people. Like, we're living in a very hypersexual day and age. And that's not to knock anybody that's hypersexual. I was having a conversation with my friend and I was like, it just seems like everybody is just so sexual. Like, you know, we're all human, we all got needs. I'm not an angel, baby. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Malik. Sometimes you just want to keep stuff to yourself, and that's just not how y'all was introduced to me. That's why I feel like you can't get upset with people who be upset when their favorite artists start becoming sexual. Two examples I just thought about. Janelle Monáe. First got introduced to Janelle Monáe, the girl was in Suits. You know what I'm saying? She was making good R&B music. She still make good music, but now noticing like she on Twitter, flashing her breasts, she's doing this new sexual rebrand. And if you're a core fan of her, I can't fault you for not liking this route that she's going into because that's not how y'all was introduced to her. Yes, every artist should be able to take risks and just dive into whatever style they have, but you also have to be true to your fan base. Another example, Sam Smith. Sam Smith came on the scene singing beautiful ballads. Like, the boy can sing, the boy has talent. Now, all of a sudden, he's shaking his butt cheeks on the stage at the Grammys with the devil horn, becoming more sexual. And his core fans have critiqued him and be like, no, we don't like this. And people always make the excuse, oh, y'all just don't want to see healthier gay men express. No. That is not what we're saying. Love these artists because they were so different. Love these artists because they brought something different to the table. So when that artist switch up and start doing that's against the norm, you can't fault certain fans for not being with it. Another example of someone I just thought about was Cupcake. Hers is kind of in reverse because when she first came on the scene, she was very sexual. I don't know if y'all remember her first song she put out there, but it was like, you know, F me, daddy wanna make me, you know. It's just how she branded herself. Well, it got to a point where Cupcake was like, no, I wanna be taken seriously as a real rapper. I am a rapper and I wanna be taken serious with the other likes of rappers. It ended up backfiring in her favor because people was just like, no. It wasn't really trying to accept her as a serious artist. They just knew her as the funny artist that made vulgar songs. So when she was trying to prove herself, it was trying to like going against the grain, and like her audience didn't really get into it. That's why people say you have to be careful with how you introduce yourself into the mainstream because that's how people gonna remember you. Take Miss Natural from the Cabaret, for example. I'd never forget when she said on the Cabaret, I'm a talented artist, I sing, I write, but all people gonna remember me for is my OnlyFans work. You gotta be careful. That's like if Adele all of a sudden started coming out with these twerk songs and wanna boom, boom, boom. I'll be like, Adele, what you doing? Now, unfortunately with Sukihana, how we was introduced to her, we was introduced to her to a sexual character. We was introduced to her saying she got the good coochie. We was introduced to her saying like, oh, she want a big D in her esophagus, she want this, that, and the third. So unfortunately, that's the energy that people are going to attach with her. We literally witnessed her do the most vulgar things like give oral head on social media and throw up. She's kind of crossed that bridge of boundaries, so people are gonna push the limit. I hate that. I hate that. I don't want you to think that I'm saying that that's what she get. It's not a that what she get moment. It's not a gotcha moment. I hate that she has gotten to this point to where she feels uncomfortable because I feel like she's doing some self-reflecting and I feel like she's realizing like, dang, like how did I get to this point? Especially when she said she was drinking every day. She's probably like, dang, how did I get to this point? Because when you're drinking every day, you're numbing the pain. So I'm not saying that as a, aha, that's what you get. I empathize with her. Like literally, I do. And I don't want y'all to think that that's not what I'm trying to say. And I hate that we got to a point in social media when you can't even have opposing views and people all of a sudden want to cancel you, or people just like on TikTok talking about some I'm following him. I went viral doing unpopular opinions. What you expect? And this is how I know people be losing arguments or just don't know what to say, because why is colorism being brought into a conversation? I want to make this clear. Colorism exists. I have seen colorism firsthand. I have been a victim of colorism. You know, you see my complexion, I'm a beautiful brown skinned male. Seen and heard people want or lust after people that was lighter than me. That is what it is. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Somebody gonna feel it. Colorism exists, but y'all have diluted and watered down this word so much that when colorism is actually happening, people don't even know what to do. Why is it that I'm talking about Sukihana? Are y'all bringing up stuff about, oh, but if Cardi did it, you know, y'all wouldn't have an issue because she's a light-skinned one. First of all, I'm not even a Cardi B fan like that. Maybe some people just wasn't doing videos at the time. From when she went viral saying that she drugged and did all this stuff to men, she was held at the stake. Cardi B isn't innocent. It's not a sense that we feel like light-skinned women can do whatever and dark-skinned women can do no wrong. No, we have to bring back having opposing of views and having debates without just going to the left of field. Even I saw a video of a girl talking about some, okay, so what? Cardi should have robbed him.
Feel about Cardi B.
What about her?
About Cardi B admitting that she
good for her.
used to wait, no, that she used to drug men.
Good for her.
Good for her.
Good for her. Who gives a f? They got robbed. They can get that shit back. They had all the money to buy this shit. They can buy it again. We're not even gonna start comparing getting drugged and robbed for some fucking watches or some fucking to getting sexually assaulted. I'm never gonna be like, oh, we should be talking about Cardi B when it talks about like all the sexual assault going on. She didn't sexually assault them. People like Trey Songz should be locked up, and Cardi B, good for her. She got some money when she needed it.
We've gotten to a point to where we feel like women, and I'm gonna say men too, can do no wrong and face no consequence. We live in a no consequence type society, and it's scary. And people don't really have like the critical skill to just be like, I don't like what you said. This is how I feel. We can have a good debate and leave it at that. Just know, oh, you're canceled, or you're this, you're that. I don't want y'all to think that I'm just like, F Suki, that's what she get, because no. At this point, how do we learn from this? At this point, what do we do going forward? Like, two things gonna happen, you know? She's gonna realize that this Suki with the good coochie is a persona that she does not want to live anymore, and it's draining her, and she's gonna switch up. Or she's gonna realize that like, this is what bringing the money in, so I'm just gonna have to play my role. And then also, she's a mother too, so a lot of stuff could be weighing in on her. I don't know, y'all. I feel like I'm rambling at this point, but if you understand what I'm saying, please put in the comment section below. And if you disagree with what I'm saying, let's talk about it. Like, please put in the comment section what you disagree on, feel, and let's talk about it. Like, let's honestly talk about it, and yeah. All right, you guys. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.